Hello everyone, and welcome back to Satisfactory. We will start this episode out by building the underground distribution network for the concrete factory, and then we will continue by building our first proper elevated railroad track of the game, which will go between the main base and the silicon outpost. I hope I don't need to say this, but of course this is not the final look of the rail tracks. We will remove these foundations and then we will put in proper supports, but we need to start somewhere. So anyways, let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. And we are back. So in this episode I would like to first sort out the concrete production, specifically the belts, because I think we can do a little bit better at organizing them. Well, yeah, the one I set up in the last episode is not exactly up to the task. So yeah, let's start with that. To make it work, I think we will need to remove these, because this is the closest where we can access the inputs of the machines inside. So let me put in the holes first. So I believe, there you are. Yes, there we go. Okay, maybe from the inside. Yeah, we might, no, sorry, we can do it from here. So I suppose it needs to be in the middle of the belt, right? I mean, middle of the foundation. So yeah, we need to choose which one we want to use. I suppose let's go for this one. Or no, we need to go for the further one out. So we need to line it up with the belts and I suppose one step away from the edge. That should do it. No, that's not going to work. Let's try again. I suppose we have to use this one. So there. And since this is the one that is further out, we will have to use this on the other side. So basically this one. I believe this will line up, right? So there and there. Yeah, I think this lines up. Okay, let's get rid of all the belts. At least the one going into the actual machines. Also, we better make sure that we actually have some room in our inventory. So I will get rid of all the silica, anything else, all the plant materials. What else? The ingots, the ores, they can go, the sulfur can go. I suppose, yeah, this would be, well, no, I will keep the materials for the project. We will feed them into the awesome sink. That's going to be at least a couple of points. I think this should be enough space. Okay. Basically, we need to stop delivering these on these belts. There. And stop this one as well. Yeah, we will redraw everything here from scratch. So let's start with the above ground belts first. I think we can make this work. Also, what are you? You are just a couple of plates, that's fine. Anything else? No. Okay. So as I said, we will put in a elevator and this will be an input, so it needs to change direction. And I think, let me see, let's try to line up. I think that lines up in terms of elevation with that one. Let's check. So if we want to have this one hook up to that one, no, it is ever so slightly too low. So let's make it go up one more time. Also, I didn't want to remove the elevator. There we go. So it was here. Let's try this one. Okay, now the belts are level. Well, okay, for the first time ever, I don't think this looks just... I think it looks a little bit weird without a support pillar. So I think I will actually put one in. Right there. So 2 steps up and you will hook into the elevator, maybe the other way around. There we go. So yeah. Also, we could include a storage, and I think we might want to, because you might have noticed while loading or unloading is happening in these stations, the belts stand still. So basically we can use a big storage and an industrial storage as a buffer, basically. First, let's line these up there. Maybe it needs to be here instead. So we are not going to use this station to pick up anything ever. So I suppose this storage can go in there, maybe? No, that's too close. It needs to go there. Okay. And we might as well use both outputs. Okay, so this will go away, and I think this time I will not use an elevator. Yeah, this looks fine like this. Okay, so we need to replicate this on the other side, which means that we will need to actually put in a splitter. But first, let's put this one in. So you will need to face this way, and I think it was this height, right? I think so. We will start by feeding into this one, and then we will put in a splitter. Holding control should snap to location. If for some reason it doesn't, but we still get the line, so I suppose we can line it up by eye. Close enough. So with the straight, let me guess. Oh, it will actually snap together. Okay. So now we have this one. I don't know, this splitter looks a little bit too heavy to be floating, so you know what? I will actually put in a support for it. It is right here, okay. It doesn't matter which direction it faces, I suppose this will be fine. We are just going to clip this one into it. This is purely for decoration, nothing else. Okay, let's put these guys back in. You know, I kind of wish that the elevator wasn't actually visible. Maybe we can deal with that by adding a beam. Sorry, a pillar. So if we build a small concrete pillar right on top of that hole, we cannot really squeeze it. Well, maybe if we nudge it. Can I nudge? Yes, I can. Perfect. So there. Yes, that will actually hide the elevated supports, but shelves that go up and down. I didn't really like that it was actually visible, so I think this way makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's take care of this one from the bottom. So we need once again elevators, this time facing towards the splitters going into the actual inputs of the machines. There. And that's it. Okay. So this will take care of the silica inputs. Now we need to deal with the concrete. I think it's safe to say that we will route it here. The problem is this will actually clip through this rock, and I don't think there's anything we can do about it. Unfortunately, this will have to happen. Well, let's just get it over with. So, if we do it like this, let's just leave enough space. I think this should be acceptable. Yeah. Okay, so once again, we need a splitter. Well, as it happens, this is exactly where we need it to be. Happy coincidence, I suppose. So, okay, not quite correct, but oh well. This will still line up. Okay. And don't forget, we also need to have the same. Oh, we already take care of this one, that's fine. Okay. Now, let's make this belt go all the way. First, let's actually select the belt all the way to the edge of the platform. I think we might... sooner or later, this will have to be extended anyway, so you know what? Might as well do it now. Let's just clear the area at least a little bit. Okay, so once again, let's bring this one out, but I think I will actually extend the platform. So the belt is, well, as it happens, right in the middle. Also, let's use zoom, please. There we go. Now I will make this one go out as far as possible. And let's bring the belt out. And that tree is definitely in the way. And gone. Okay, so this is where the belt will come up to meet the actual belt going into this platform. We need this one to be straight, so here, and if it comes down, it is actually straight. Great. Now I will build this one and I will make it go straight out for a while. This is for snapping purposes. So I believe this is 120, right? 120, exactly. Which means that this belt needs to be tier 2. And you will come out straight, at least until here, and we will use this as a snapping point for the merger. So snapping point merger, and can I please get a connection point? Okay, it doesn't want to snap for some reason, but I suppose we can eyeball it. That's fine. And that's close enough. Okay, so tier 2 belt goes from the miner into there. And we need a Mark III for this miner. And I think that tree is not long for this world. There we go. Okay. And now we will redraw this belt so it is a little bit more presentable. Not this way. What about this way? I think this will work. Yeah, no clipping. We just need to get rid of that one and we are pretty much finished. Okay, I will trim this one back. All right. Now we actually need to make sure that we are actually feeding the machines. So let me see. We need to hook these together. And these machines should be going at this point. Yeah, I think so. I can hear them working. What is the problem here? So we have limestone. Oh, okay. I didn't flush the machines on this side, unfortunately. Let's do it real quick. And after that, this factory is going to be pretty much active. So we just need to wait until we have some limestone in the machine. There we go. We need to do this for every one of these. And we are done. Basically, with the current input of limestone, this factory is running around at 50% efficiency. Also, I will get rid of all the silica we have on us because we really don't need to carry that around. So yeah, this place is at around 50% efficiency right now. Next, let me quickly change out these lights. Technically, we could... Sorry, what is the problem here? There we go. Okay, for some reason, it didn't want to dismantle the blueprint for a second. Anyways, I fine-tuned these lights a tiny bit. They now have a beam going through the middle. They will still emit enough light, but I think it looks a little bit better. That big surface of lighting was a little bit too much, but I think this makes a little bit more sense. Looks more like a neon light, I suppose. Also, I think in here 2 lights will be enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I suppose we can have one here. Well, maybe here. Yeah, I think right here is where we need to put the light. So you will go there and 2 spaces and here. Right. I think 2 lights will be enough. Yeah, that's plenty. Okay, so we saved on 1 oscillator. And you know what? I have decided I will actually make the iron smelting factory a little bit narrower. For now, I will only get rid of the smelting blueprints and I will deal with the actual construction around them later, because that is a big job. So I don't want to do it all at once. There. Let's get rid of the holes. There. So I will put in these blueprints once again. Okay, let me remove these lights and put them into the middle, and this place will be ready for structural reconstruction. The actual production reconstruction is finished. So we need the ceiling lamps. Let me see, how wide is this factory? So it is... oh, sorry. There we go. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The same as the other one. So I suppose we can mimic the same lighting. And can you... What is your problem? Why don't you want to... Oh, right. Get out of blueprint mode. There we go. It was trying to stick to the other blueprints we have with the smelters, but without blueprint mode, it will actually stick where it needs to stick. Let me see, it's a little bit hard to see, but I think this looks, yeah, that looks correct. There we go. You know what, I think I will actually save some of these colors now. So for example, we don't really have, well, do have this concrete primary. I suppose this can be the white preset. I will also save that blue that we are using. So I believe that is 221 and 1. Yes, that's it. I will save this one as factory blue. There we go. Save preset. And let's save a orangish yellow light for the lights. Let's go for 75 on this one. Maybe 45 for a nice round, or a, well, I suppose 45 is a semi-round number. Yeah, that looks correct to me. I will save this one as fluorescent yellow. Sure, save. So this is the light that we will use for these overhead lights. Select color. Yeah, exactly. I think this is pretty much exactly what we had before. So copy this one and paste it to the others. Good to go. Okay. As I've said, I will deal with the actual structural reconstruction at some point. I don't want to bog down this episode with it, so this will do for now. Also, how are we on concrete? Oh yes, it is piling in just as it needs to do. Okay, so I suppose we should see about 50% of these machines running, right? At any given point. And yeah, I think we do. So yeah, if we double the concrete input, we will be in business with this factory. Now, what I wanted to do as the main focus for today is maybe we can start building the final rail network. What we need to do, well, how do we want to route this one, for example? Let me see. For now, I will... It's going to be basically 90 degrees on the universal grid. So we will, for example, if we start here, we might want to go through that arch. You know what? I think that is going to be a perfect starting place for our rail network. Yeah, sure, why not? Also, is this running 100%? Efficiency is only 50. I think this one doesn't get enough yeah. Input 120, and I believe the miner downstairs is only a Mark 1. Might as well upgrade it. So yeah, this is distinctly a Mark 1 miner. If we upgrade it to Mark 2, that will be... Wait. Let's double check, just to be sure. Yeah, 60 output. So we need to have a Mark 2 miner to have the 120 that we need for that constructor. There we go. So Mark 2, please. And that looks like a Mark 1 elevator, so we need to upgrade to at least Mark 2. That one as well. And please don't fall down. There we go. Okay, so the elevator is now, yeah, it is tier 2. Let's do the same for the belts, and I think production should be sorted for this particular site. This is already tier 2. Now this one as well. The output, yeah, this one is tier 2, so that's fine. Okay, so this constructor, it is already 51%. Over time, this should climb up to 100% efficiency. Yeah, the output is 30, so we don't need to really worry about that one. That's going to be fine. So, as I have said, I think we will start our rail network right here. I think it's going to be a little bit easier for us if we clear the area. I don't really mind having these flowers here. They will not be interfering with anything important from down here. I just want to have a clean way. There. Okay. Now, how high do we want to have our rails? So, if we want to go on the universal grid, let's face the cardinal direction of east, and this looks like a nice way right through the middle. Right here. Okay, let's switch over to the foundation quick bar, and let's build a... Well, so this is where we decide how high we want to have our rails. It will have to be quite elevated. Well, so this is about 2 meters, so 6, 10, 14. I think 14 meters sounds about, well, maybe a little bit more. This is might be what we are going to go for. Also, let's get out of blueprint mode. And we will start laying down these foundations like this. This is what the trains will run on. There. And I think, yeah, it makes sense to actually build a double-tracked train setup. Also, that tree is poking through, so I'm sorry, but you will have to go. And that was our last obelisk. And coffee cup out, there we go. Okay, this one can go away. So this is actually on the universal grid. Let's bring this one out a little bit longer. Okay, let me pick up some pale berries for Lizzie. Okay, I think I will actually make a couple nobelisks because I suspect that we will need them quite a bit. Also, there's a yellow slug up there, so yeah, we need to clear the way for that one as well. Well, let me make a couple more. Okay, 50 should be plenty enough for a while. So, first let me make sure that this tree is no longer poking through. There we go. And that tree is going to be in the way for sure. So, let's pick up that yellow slug. Okay, this border is clean. Let's get back to work. So, I think we are going to have a turn that way. Or where do we want to make the turn? Well, I think we will go out all the way across the crater and then we will make the turn. Yeah. By the way, what's in this crater? Apart from a big, what's I call it? Big hog. I don't. Oh wait, there is a yellow slug there. Okay, you need to go. It appears we do have a normal limestone deposit and another normal one. Well, we might want to exploit that soon. We might even be able to place down a station here. Let me see. So for limestone, we have these two. That's another normal, another normal. Yeah, I think we can pull these together for a small pickup station if we want to. So at some point we will definitely need to do that. Anyways, we will need to make the turn around. Well, let me zoom in. So we will need to come down here. Let me place a marker there. Just so I know that where we need to make the turn. And might as well make it into a pillar. There. Okay. Let's get back to it. And do we want to clear this place from the spears? I don't think we have anything valuable here, but you know what, might as well. Now, in case you are wondering, no, this is not what the final support for the rail tracks will be. We will have, you might have seen already from the blueprints when I was taking out the lights, but in case you didn't, I don't want to spoil what I have in mind. I don't think we have this one finished yet. Definitely not. Okay. Well, just by pure coincidence, it appears we have made the marker pretty much right on top of this crushed freighter. There we go. Let me quickly pick up the materials. Also, we have another spitter. Can you please come out of the foliage? I want to see you. There you are. Okay, so let's clear the area from the materials and then... Oh, there's another one. Because of course there is. Okay, so what do we need for this one? We don't need anything. That's great. Thank you. I will of course mark it down. So this was a hard drive and it is done. Okay, we might as well use that as the marker for the turn. So remove this stamp. So we will make the turn right here. Going that way. We will definitely need to elevate this track a little bit to go over this hump. But first, let's take care of the turn. Now, let's see if I remember how to do this. Did I get rid of every single foundation? Yes, I did. Okay. Now, we will need to have 18 rotations, which means... how to do this one? First, let me put in the tracks. We want to have a nice, gentle turn, but I still want to maintain adherence to the universal grid. So, transport, rail tracks, let's make it so... How do we want to do this? I think we can do it like this. So basically, in case you didn't know, to make very nice gentle turns, by the way, I did learn this after we have finished the original highway. So to make nice gentle turn, you need to take a look at the exact corner of the foundation where you want to have the outer edge of the turn to happen. Then hold Control and make a couple notches of rotations with the mouse wheel. So since we are going to have a turn of... You know what? No, let's make it a turn of 3 more. I think this might work. If not, then I suppose we can do it. Try once again. So hold Control and I will make a turn of 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then we will turn this into a hologram. And what we will do is nudge this 4 times in 2 directions. 1, 2, 3, 4. And forward 1, 2, 3, 4. And this corner will line up absolutely perfectly. What we need to do is put this one in, then put another one on below it, and we have the start of a turn. There we go. Well, technically in this case we don't need this one. Let me see if we can put in a rail track, but you know, just in case you wanted to know, it wasn't a waste of time. So if we put in a rail track right here, just as a placeholder. Then if we have another rail track right here, I completely forgot that this foundation is going to go away. So once again, railway right in the middle, right on the edge. There. Is this going to be enough length to put these together? Yes, we can. Perfect. We have a nice, gentle turn, and we are still adhering to the universal grid. Okay. You know what? It is going to kill me if I don't at least see if having these foundations would actually work. So what I'm going to do is 3 again. So 1, 2, 3. Hologram forward 4 times, right 4 times, and put in another one just below it. Then get rid of this one. Okay, I think it's safe to say that this would not work. The turn is way too sharp. Okay. So at least now I know. Anyways, next let's clear the way up this hill, because we need to elevate this railroad. Thank you. We have a spider. A couple of spiders, to be exact. There we go. Love to see it. Also, how many bullets do we need for one of these guys? So, 1, 2, 3. It's a bit hard to say because I am not 100% sure if we are actually hitting them or not. But one obelisk is enough to kill them, so that's great. So anyways, we need to elevate this railway, so we need to make some room going north. I suppose this looks more or less the correct elevation, correct path through, so yeah. I think I will build the support right here. So let's switch over to the 4-meter foundations and hold control for the universal grid. I suppose the hump over this hill can be a little bit lower than usual. Right, so this will actually come out, well, a couple of times. This will definitely need to go longer. We'll get rid of this one there. And we need to build a nice gentle ramp. I think it's going to be pretty obvious that we are going to go for a 1-meter ramp. You know what? Maybe a 2-meter ramp is what we need to go for. The 1-meter ramp is a tiny bit too gentle. There, we need to trim these two back. Then we will have a set of rails starting, I suppose, there could be fine. No, wait, here. And we will take this all the way up. Sorry. There we go. Not all the way up, only a couple steps before the end of the ramp. So I suppose here should be okay. There, we will have the continuation of the tracks here. Might as well make it as long as possible. Right. Now let's create the actual turn that will hook these together. So from here we need to hook into that one. And that of course means that these foundations will need to go away. But basically all of them will have to go away sooner or later. But I think you get the point. In fact, you know what? Let's just get rid of these right now. There. I think, yeah, I think this looks gentle enough for this. There. Okay. Also, what's that sound? Maybe it's just the generic ambience. But it sounds like kind of a alien chirping sound. Okay, it's gone. No, it is... Oh, I think that might be the ambient sound for the purple forest. Okay. Yeah, it went away as soon as I went into the plains area. So I think, yeah, definitely the ambient sound. So let's continue. Basically, I want to put the rail tracks going to the quartz factory onto this railroad before we are finished for this episode. And we have a gas cloud. Okay, I think it's going to be safer for us if we continue from up here. I think at this point we can bring the train tracks down. Also, speaking of, hello there. I think we are going to have a 45-degree turn here. So, how do we want to do this? Well, as I keep saying, don't get too attached to these foundations, so I think we can do it this way. That's going to be fine. So we will continue through this forest this way, but I think at this point this is way too high. So maybe after we make the turn from here, we will bring this down. So 2-meter ramp should do it. Yeah, I think so. So 2-meter ramp going that way. I will make this one the full 10 tiles long, and we will see how that goes. We will basically trim it back, but I think this looks more or less okay. Now, this will go... Well, maybe we want to have the turn a little bit earlier, but you know what? No, this is fine. Let's continue this way. Of course, I would like to have this one continue all the way to the refinery. Can I blow up that big mushroom? I have my doubts. But you know what? It doesn't hurt to check. Yeah, yes, I can hear the bees, but I think that's going to be okay. Or very nice. We managed to get rid of it, so we can have this one go all the way through. Okay, we will definitely need to make a turn here. Let me see. So the... Why is this green? So anyways, the refinery is here. So yeah, we definitely need to go through right now. Now, I want to have this one on the universal grid. And thanks to this 45-degree turn, I have my doubts that this is actually going to end up on the universal grid if I make the turn like this. So what we are going to do is go up here, build the elevated platforms. There we go. Let's recharge and go once more. What are you? There you are. Ow. Okay, that's a big one. I think I will take refuge on the mushroom. Or not. Fine. Let's take care of these guys real quick. Okay, seriously, how many of you are there? Jeez. Okay, so that's 3 small hogs and the big one is still active. Wow. Okay. So these bees real quick. Just try to come at me and I will take care of you. There we go. Okay, so 3 small ones and the big one. Oh wait, 4 small ones, never mind. Okay, we should still have the spitter here. Or maybe he was knocked off, I don't know. Either way, this mushroom needs to go away. So, if you don't mind, I will go ahead and blow it up. And let me try to line this up with the turn. And we will put in a not too high elevated platform here. You know what? I think 2 steps will be enough for this one. Yeah. This one will need to continue that way and a little bit this way. And we will have a 2-meter ramp going down. I don't think this is going to be long enough. Okay, what I will do is trim that one back. Let's bring this one down all the way. There. That's going to be long enough. And I will bring this one up a little bit. I think this will line up. Okay, let's bring this there. Yeah, this will work. Okay, let's put this turn in. It's going to be a bit of a elevated or a ramp turn, I suppose. Now there are of course ways to make nice spiraling turns, but you know what? Don't worry about that right now. I think we will have the turn start right there. I think, yeah, just to make it a little bit more gentle, I will actually make this one, well, more gentle. So once again, we will actually start here. And instead of here, we will terminate this one there. Now let's see how they will hook together. So if I start here and end there, how will that look? Yeah, I think that looks okay. Yeah. All right. So this will go all the way to the oil refinery. Let me just quickly finish the whole thing here. So this will go all the way there. Yeah, that's correct. You will hook into this one. Lovely. Okay, who was trying to attack me? I've seen a notification. Yeah. Something is trying to attack me. Oh well. The important thing is that we need to bring this track all the way down to the quartz outpost. And before we do that, let me take care of that little beehive that has been trying to attack me. There you are. Okay, well, before we go, I don't really think we have time to actually set up the station, or at least the on and off ramps for the station, but I think we should have enough time to at least put in a support, which I have been saving until now. Also, yeah, this definitely needs to be demolished. There we go. Well, I suppose we can... Okay, let me quickly take these tracks at least to the arch. Okay, I think I will stop here for now. So, let me show you what I had in mind for supporting these rail tracks. As I have said, we will not actually have these foundations as the support. Let me quickly take a look where I have gotten inspiration for this kind of support from. Okay, so I managed to find it. It was from a YouTuber called Yakaz, and the video name is 12 Ways to Build Rail in Satisfactory. It has quite a few views, so I think it should be well known already, but let me just show you. So, out of the 3 options that he has detailed in his video, I think it's pretty obvious which one I will go for. So, what I have decided to do is have these rail anti-grav supports. I have built this in the blueprints factory. Yeah, to actually fit these in, we will need to make these a little bit taller. Unfortunately, I cannot make them any lower than this. So, once again, blueprints, this one. This will need to turn this way exactly, and I suppose, yeah, it needs to go in like this. Then we will trim these back. I purposefully didn't want you to see the finished one until these are all gone. Done, and let's take a look. There. It looks like some kind of anti-gravitational support for the tracks. So we basically will put these in periodically along the way. So for example, let me see, how far is this, by the way? So this is... and that's... let me quickly draw this out all the way. There, so let's say 1, 2, let's say every 10 foundations. There, and let's put this one in. Once again, we need to extend this one a little bit. So blueprints. You know what, I think I will actually put this blueprint. Can I put this on the hotbar? So if I put it on 0, there we go, perfect. So this will actually need to go right there. Or maybe we can even make it a little bit more frequent, maybe every 5 tiles or something like that. But I think you got the idea. Maybe the spacing is going to be okay. So yeah, this is what we will go for as supports for the rail tracks. Now, this could be a little bit better. For example, we could put in these pillars as well. Let me see. Well, either way, I think this will work. So yeah, we are over time at this point, so we will have to say goodbye. But I think we did okay, all things considered. We managed to sort out the distribution of resources for the concrete factory, and we got pretty far on building the rail tracks. So yeah, I think all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.